as veterans go ahead and fill out their profile, how should they think about what content to put there? What are some tips that you have, positive tips, but then also what are some common mistakes specifically that veterans might commit, as they're filling out their profile?
Yeah, so I actually saw some of these mistakes as I was at some of these events. And one that really stood out to me was the changing of a position title to really kind of fit what they think is, the civilian terminology, because the roles that they worked for don't exist, outside of the military. And I think we have to be very careful with that, right? So if you had a very specific role while you were on base, you don't want to translate that into, corporate director of human resources, right? Because that's not going to be the truth, and it's not going to be an accurate representation of what you did. And remember, everything you do is building your brand, so you want to start off on the right foot. Instead of trying to translate position titles, try more so to translate like skills and keywords. That's really where you're going to be found, because when recruiters look for specific talent, they look for keywords as well. So they'll say budgeting or time management or stuff like that. So take a look at the job description that really kind of highlights the role that you want to be in, and look at the keywords and the terms that are mentioned in that job description. And if you have those terms, then put those terms back into your LinkedIn profile so that when recruiters run this search, you're going to come back on a search result, versus changing the complete definition of your entire title, excuse me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I see that all the time. I totally agree with you that on the plus side, the best keywords I think you can have is transitioning military veteran.
Absolutely. And that is a good one, because a lot of companies nowadays are specifically looking for veterans. I know Amazon is aggressively hunting, as well as Hilton just mentioned that they wanted to hire like 10,000 veterans. Like this is we're moving into a time where hiring vets is what people are going after. So you can definitely mention that, knowing that recruiters are targeting diversity initiatives, and veterans fall into that bucket, right? So you want to make sure you put those keywords on there. Another tip: your LinkedIn profile is not your resume, right? So you don't want to just automatically upload your resume into LinkedIn, but instead it's more of a conversational piece, right? So your resume will translate your professional history. The LinkedIn platform is more so for building your personal and professional brand. So you can add images, you can add videos, you can write in a paragraph form talking about the work that you did versus putting it all out in a bullet. You can customize your headline, right? So if one of the things you'll find in the Veterans Resource is when you write your profile, you can customize what your headline is going to be, so that when people search your name, it'll be your name and however it is that you describe yourself. If you don't customize your headline, then it might fall right into what your current position title is, but you can rewrite that to say however it is that you want to brand yourself.